So I was concerned because I didn't see Zest in the chat. I didn't realize that his name on NA is DPG Zest. Look, I may have been looking in the wrong place.
You went to Z, didn't you?
I did.
And the top right corner of the map, we have our blue Zerg player on Pilsner Gold, LE, playing for KranKy Gaming. It is Solar.
Looks like Solar had to reboot. And spawning in the bottom left, as I ask you, could you do some predictions for this one?
Oh god.
Oh boy, we have the Polish Protoss. He is red. He is our reigning ESL Open Cup number 61 Americas champion, representing Team Exxon. It is Gerald.
Oh, I forgot to tell him I'm a big fan. Damn it.
We were distracted. We were all kinds of distracted.
I got you baited. I was expecting Zest's game to come up,
Yeah.
but no, I got Solar's game. It's fine. It's fine. Solar's a cool guy.
Oh boy.
I like watching his streams, and I like watching him like play the game, and like someone on the off the screen like hands him orange juice, and he's like trying to suck it up. You know what this guy's like.
What are you saying right now?
Have you not seen that?
I have not seen that.
There's like one time he was playing, and then I'm guessing it's his girlfriend.
Yeah. Why? Sorry, fiance.
It's his fiance. Oh, I didn't know. Anyways, his fiance, she's like sitting next to him, I think, and like she's off the screen. But you just see like a cup of orange juice kind of like slowly creep in with a straw, and he's just like kind of like, you know, moving his face, like, grabbing. I love it.
Hashtag relationship goals, man. That's what you want. You want someone to be there for you with your orange juice while you're playing StarCraft.
Yeah, what's that like?
Oh god, that's the dream. But speaking of dreams, again, we'll see how Solar does here, especially because I'm surprised there is lower participation of Koreans in general this week, because in one day, tomorrow, is the GSL qualifiers.
I was gonna say, isn't GSL like starting soon? Like, I saw the Twitter.
Yeah, there are 2 qualifier days. The first qualifier is tomorrow, and then the next qualifier is the day after. So a lot of the Korean players, they are resting up. They are kind of hiding their builds, getting ready for it, because as you can imagine, GSL is the most important thing for them. So really bold of, I mean, we all expected Zest to be here, but really bold of Solar to be here as well.
And parting?
I mean, party. He doesn't care, man. He doesn't. Oh god, yo, Party's here for the money, man. That's what he's here for.
Parting's here for the memes.
It's true. He's ready to meme on some people and win at the same time. Oh boy. But we do see Gerald. He is not going for Skytoss. He is not going for that Stargate.
If I remember correctly, he doesn't really do that Stargate build often. He does go for, I feel like, Twilight Council, and then like Robo. Oh, okay. Hello.
Yeah, here we go. We don't see an upgrade on the way, as we did see, I believe it was Warpgate was a little bit delayed. Unfortunately, we didn't have WCS Game Heart for game number 1. We will make sure to get it for game number 2. But of course, we do have the Dark Shrine on the way.
Nice. It's great. Love it.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
And 4 DTs coming in.
I would say that this is okay for Solar, because again, Solar has been struggling against Skytoss. This isn't Skytoss, right? This is okay. This is more of what Solar's used to dealing with. Oh my god, he can bust through.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah, that would
recalling the stalker. That was cute. What?
Oh,
hello. Oh, just in time. What a guy.
Thankfully, the wall is just barely a wall. Solar, he saw a weakness there, was able to take out the initial Stalker. At the same time, the Zealots are going to be cleaning up. These 2 Adepts and Z-Adepts try to deal some damage. They do get caught out.
Canceled the Shade as well. Trying to juke Solar, but Solar not falling for it. And the DTs, they are here. spore crawlers in the third, but that's
Spore's
in
gonna
the
go down.
layer.
It's dead, mate.
It just started.
Yeah.
Oof.
This is the danger because Solar didn't go into the main base to scout whatsoever. He has no overlords in position, so as a result, the third will go down.
Having to evacuate this base. I don't know. Oh, okay. Hello. All right. Finally. Spore crawlers will finish, I believe, in the natural as well, and hopefully in the main. I think there's one in the main, but the Queens, they have to fight the Dark Templars, and Solar's down to base already. They are even in base, but that's so terrible for Zerg. He needs to get that third as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Be prepared for the next follow-up.
This is disastrous for Solar. Like, losing the third base like this is what you want. This is like almost best case scenario. I mean, best case scenario for Gerald is just win the game with the DTs. But regardless, getting the third like that was beautiful for him. Meanwhile, Solar, he's trying to do something with his Lings. Maybe look to deny the space. There are no adepts to protect it. Oh.
There's DT.
There's a DT, but it's only one.
I'm surprised he didn't Overlord Scout. Oh! He didn't even cancel that.
Ay, ay, ay. Gerald loses his third. He could lose it again.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised the Lord didn't Overlord Scout.
Stop.
Like, did he not have Overlords in position to scout? Did they get picked off early or something? And like, this seems very uncharacteristic.
It's very odd. I mean, to be fair, like, the idea of not having Overlords in position to scout is Solar playing a little bit, like, assuming a little bit too much. Like again, it's very common to see a Stargate opening, right? And you don't want Overlords out there on the map to die. So he was being maybe a little bit too greedy, not sending out any Overlords whatsoever, and he was punished for it.
Yep. Gerald being out on the map with his Archon drop, just like poking and prodding here and there, seeing what he can get. Was attacking that third base for a little bit, but the roaches were there. They're pushing the Archons away. This drone trying to place the fort, but gets denied, and the War Prism in the main.
Ooh,
right in front of Spores.
Yeah, does try to slip into the main base, but was unsuccessful. It looks like he will get a scout. He does see the fourth base going up, and Solar, like, he's been able to recover quite well. You know, already saturating on 3 bases, working on his fourth, and delaying this third of Gerald for so long.
All right. So what's the follow-up, Gerald? What are you gonna do? Immortal push? Looks like still an immortal push.
Yeah, he's got a decent amount of Archons. He's got 3 Immortals, which is honestly pretty beefy. Like, he's looking to try and make something happen here. He does have the supply, he does have the supply deficit at the moment, but again, just Roaches against Immortals, that's not what you want.
Roaches and Ravagers against Immortals. These bios are going to be great. The bios are coming out on these force fields. The force fields are great. These Archons are so beefy, and the Immortals are doing a lot of damage from behind, but they do catch a few bios, and a couple of them do have the Hardened Shields activated already. But the Archons, their splash damage and the plus damage against Biological is so good. More cells are being warped in. This fourth base is going to get killed off, not even canceled. That's money being wasted down this drain, and both players' micro is pretty good, but it looks like Gerald's trying to press forward, but does lose the rest of his zealots and is losing the steam for his attack.
Yeah, Gerald needed one more warp in. Like, he has the minerals for it. He just didn't really have the time, just because of how active he had to be with his warp prism to micro his units. So without that warp in of zealots, he was unable to overwhelm the army of Solar, but Gerald was able to keep all of his Immortals alive, which is actually insane. The third Immortal is going back home. He is going across the map with 2 of them to see what he can get done.
I feel like Protoss has like the most I can do drop plays with a bunch of units.
Yeah.
They got Immortal drops, Archon drops, Colossus drops, Storm drop. Loses that Immortal because, you know, lag. Zealot drops.
Yeah.
Sentry drop.
There's a lot of potential with the Warp. Warp Prisms are deadly. They're dangerous, mate. But likewise, you got to babysit your units. Like, losing an Immortal like that is pretty huge. Like, Gerald, he's slowly working on his Immortal count. He's even going for a second Robo to get that double Robo production. God, he has to be careful with this, and it looks like he wants to get into disruptors.
He's going against Roach Ravager after all, and so disruptors would be a good choice. Also getting Blink as well. He's doing a complete tech unit composition change. Blink Stalkers and Disruptors. So I do like it. You know, it's Solar isn't going for like that Link Bane kind of style. But although he's getting the upgrades for them, his composition, both players are just changing up their composition. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. Again, like Ling Bane, Roach Ravager can work really well against a ground army, and Solar, he's well aware of that, already going across the map, really close to maxing out. Meanwhile, Gerald, he needs time.
No.
Oh god, oh, the Banelings!
Why do all you Zerg players make Banelings right in front of the Protoss? Come on.
Aye. But you know what? The rocks do go down. The Banelings are being morphed in. This fourth base is so vulnerable. There's barely anything here.
Here comes the surround. The Disruptor do get a few Banelings, which is nice. Baneling speed hasn't quite finished yet, so these Banelings are just waddling away. Another Purification Nova does come in, does catch a good amount of Banelings and Ravagers. Another Purification Nova from Disruptor does hit as well, but there's still so many units from Solar. But Gerald looks like he's holding on. The shield battery overcharge is OP, but does deny that fourth base.
That he does, and I am honestly legitimately impressed by those disruptor shots. Like, two of them were so juicy. Without them, he'd be dead already. He's going for another one. No!
Wasn't paying attention.
Oh god, Solar, please, you gotta babysit your armies. Both players really have to, and now suddenly Gerald, he was able to deal enough damage to go for a bit of a counterattack, pick off a couple of units here and there, but he has to make sure he doesn't tunnel vision too much. He needs to expand. He needs that fourth base. Or does he? Or is he all in?
Does he?
Does he? We'll see. Mate, he just warped in a massive wave of units. Okay, he's going for the fourth, thankfully, and he is looking to push out across the map.
Here he is. That Disruptor does get dropped and it's very vulnerable. Another Disruptor shot does come out. Only hits one unit. One Ravager does go down from another Disruptor shot as well, but they do get cleaned up. The Disruptor only gets a couple units. Not best trades, but doesn't matter because Solar falls GG.
GG. Honestly, that last fight wasn't the best for Gerald. Gerald was losing actually every single immortal there. He was just down to his stalkers and a handful of disruptors, but the disruptor shots were good enough, and Solar, he just couldn't keep up. Gerald takes the lead in this series. Protoss, man, it's pretty good.
Getting Protoss, man. Yo, where's the WCS game heart?
Oh, can we remake? Oh, thank.
Man, I had to remind you, bruh.
All right, here we go. Meanwhile, I just have to double check. Is Solar on Dragon Phoenix Gaming?
I looked at Wikipedia. It said KaiZi Gaming.
There, that's it. The other one.
Zess is on DPG.
Yeah.
So since it's Dragon Phoenix DPG, is KaiZi Gaming KZG?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh, you gonna say that?
I said it.
All right, here we go. Game number 2. And again, Solar, he's been struggling a little bit in this matchup specifically. Long past is a time where Solar, there was a period where he was known, he was renowned for his ZvP. But of course, that was in Heart of the Swarm. Now we're here in Legacy of the Void.
I thought you were gonna do an intro, but okay. We're here. Oxide Ali. We have our blue Zerg player. Down 1 game. Playing for KaiZi Gaming. KZG. It is Solar.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Team Exxon. It is Gerald. Mate, have you still not watched The Witcher?
No.
Shaking my goddamn head, mate. Shaking it.
It didn't interest me. I never played the games.
Hold on. Did you watch the Clone Wars recently? Didn't you do that?
No.
Okay.
I want to. I haven't yet. What do you mean, thank God? The Clone Wars are great.
No, that's what? What are you on about?
There's so much.
God, that's the worst feeling in the world. By the way, when you're a Zerg player and you go for your spawning pool and it gets blocked like that.
What if he kept blocking it? How mad would that? How mad would Solar be? What's wrong with the Clone Wars?
You know what's better than the Disney Clone Wars show? The old Cartoon Network Clone Wars show that was animated by the guys who made
the
Samurai Jack
ones.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Yeah, man. Do you remember General Grievous in that Clone Wars? Like, yo, that was insane. Like, he fought like 5 Jedi at once. Mate, it was crazy.
See, yeah, it was good. But the Disney Clone Wars, they have like lore and everything's canon.
Yeah, but then also in the Disney one, you got like entire episodes dedicated to like Jar Jar Binks and like just like it's.
We don't talk about those.
Like for the Disney Clone Wars show, there's like single episodes in each season that are like good and like full of that lore that you want.
We don't talk about that. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of hit and miss in that show. Just
see, like, but I mean, it's for kids, right? Like, if they market it to like teenagers, like young adult, that it would be different.
Mate, look, the kids don't want Jar Jar, okay?
Who
are we kidding here? All right, no one wants that.
Jar Jar is the Sith Lord, okay? I don't know what you're on about, all right?
Oh god.
Okay. Sith God Jar Jar.
Ooh, yo, like he's denying the block. He's denying the scout. He doesn't want him to see.
Yeah.
Ooh, this time Solo though, he has overlords.
Yeah, but he's not going to the main. That's what's really worrying me. If Solar doesn't recognize that it is a Stargate, like, and the oracles are coming out, it might be worrisome. But what could be worse is like it's a Stargate, and then all of a sudden a void will show up, right?
Yeah. This is incredibly worrisome, especially because we saw last time like there weren't any safety spores being thrown down, because ideally you don't want to do that, right? If you're a competitive player, you want to like cut as many corners as you can, be as efficient as possible. And we do see the Oracle is going across the map. It was able to avoid the overlords, and Solar has no idea. He does not have a spore ready. Well, now he knows.
Now he sees it, and or just goes down. But a second queen did pop out, so.
Ooh.
Can't defend what he can, do damage to the Oracle, but not before 3 drones are killed off. And no follow-up, but there is a circulating counterattack to the third, and these Adepts, they're trying to defend, and looks like they will, unless one Adept dies.
Oh god. Yeah, a little bit too much move commanding there. Unfortunately, Gerald, he was trying to position his Adepts. In the end, with this warp in, it looks like he will have enough. This time, he holds on to his third.
Or unless,
or does he?
Does he?
He's fine. Man, he's got 2 Adepts at the wall. Ooh.
Unless.
We'll see. Ooh, the Lings are trying to get into the main. It looks like they're chipping away at the Stalker, but there is a sentry. There is a force field.
Oracle's back.
Ooh, that it is, and I'm really curious to see what Solar is going to do here. So for a couple of months in ESL Asia, we saw Solar go up against Stats, go up against Zest, going up against Trap, trying his best to make Hydra timings work and kill his opponent, and they just wouldn't work. they just straight up wouldn't work. So I'm really curious to see, like, has Solar been able to refine it, or is he adopting a different kind of way to deal with Protoss before they get into that Sky Toss? Psych though, Gerald is not looking to get into that whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, Gerald did drop his Twilight Council, getting Blink, which It's unfortunate because Solar dropped the Roach Warren, but I don't know how committed he is for the Roach Warren. His lair just finished, so we'll see if Roach upgrades do come into play. He's droning like a madman though, and I love it.
Yeah. Thankfully, he is joining up. Likewise, I'm really curious to see what this lair is for. If he commits to Roach upgrades, if he throws down a Spire, if he throws down a Hydra Den. We do see Roach speed is on the way, but the Stasis Ward. Oh, he notices.
What?
Wow.
It barely went past the mineral line.
Wow.
So those drones would not have gotten hit. Oh my god, bro, you miscalculate by like 1 hex.
Wow, I did not expect that, but the Stasis did only get 1 worker. The Oracle, though, it is doing a really good job at scouting, really good job at keeping an eye on the 4th base. He confirms there's no 4th to the bottom right. We'll see, or should see, the 4th here to the left. He can assume.
Just kidding. Probably will assume. Saw the Zerglings and Roaches attacking that rock, so Solar getting a pretty decent scout off. Does see the Twilight, does see the Forge and all the upgrades. Saw the Void Ray as well, but no second Stargate from the looks of it. So we're gonna have some ZvP slugfest coming in.
Yeah, this is scary. Like, again, +1 Blink Stalkers, they can do pretty well against Roaches. Ooh, the Sentry does go down.
Buttload of stalkers.
That's a lot of stasis drones, even trapping the queen a little bit.
That hurt my soul, dude. It's like Gerald is pushing forward, going for that 4th, and Solar is getting ready for it, getting a buttload of Ravagers, pumping out more Roaches. The fight is going to happen. The Bios need to connect with that War Prism to instantly shut this fight down. The blink does happen. These Ravagers, they're trying to get on top of all the Stalkers. They do trade a bit, and Gerald looks like gonna have to run back home. Doesn't want to fight it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he doesn't have any Robo units to really support this army. It's just pure Blink Stalker, and there were enough links to really disrupt some of those attacks, get on top of them, surround them for the Roach Ravager, and now he's being pushed back. He has to be careful, though, because throughout all of this, disruptors are being made.
Does he have disruptors out, or is he just getting 1? He's got the 1.
Yeah, he does only have the 1 for now. We'll see how juicy that shot's gonna be.
Ooh, pretty good split, but does get the Ravagers that were morphing, and this army's kind of huge from Solar. The only problem is this Oracle is being a nuisance. The Void Ray is here. The Bios need to be great. The Void Ray, I think, instantly. Oh no, it's still there. Sorry, skins can't tell.
It is still there. Meanwhile, that disruptor shot, it's gonna go off.
Oh, that was a good.
Here comes another
disruptor. Solar's not really paying attention to these disruptor shots, and it's really hurting him, but
doesn't matter.
Well with the units. He's still at the 3rd. The 1 disruptor does get instantly killed off. He depowered both robos, so no more disruptors are going to be coming out anytime soon.
But it
doesn't look like reinforcements are coming in quite yet.
Yeah, it looks like with this warp in of Stalkers and their last remaining disruptors, no, it does get picked off. Unfortunately, the Warp Prism wasn't there to take care of it. It looks like Gerald does have enough to just barely hold on. There are a couple of Roaches trickling in, though. Maybe Solar can break him.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Solar.
God, it's so huge that both these robots are depowered. Like, Gerald's, I'm sure he would have like another 2, maybe even 3 disruptors by now, but they're just not coming out.
Not even disruptors, even just the mortals coming out would have been great.
Anything.
At that point.
Yeah.
What? It was the trade. Trades did happen, and Solar resetting the disruptor count was, good for him, but now he has to focus on rebuilding his army, getting his upgrades and tech. Because right now he's just all on Roaches and Ravagers and Zerglings. Now getting a Baneling's Nest, getting another expansion, which is great. But all in all, still kind of behind. Just barely getting now.
I will say that I do think that Solar traded really well, like killing all those disruptors. Again, there's only 1 left, and oh god, it's being move commanded forward. Oh god.
Oh no. The splits aren't going well for Solar. Solar has to be careful. These stalkers do have +2 light. They're chonking hard at these Roaches and Ravagers. They essentially pretty much are like immortals at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know what? He's struggling to contend with the main army, and a couple of Lings do slip into the 4th base, so a lot of probes are going down. Meanwhile, the Disruptor shot does whiff, does not land, does not connect. And yeah, Solar, he may not be able to like end the game, but he's dealing a lot of damage.
Is trading, economy for army for economy. So if Gerald were to try to continue this game on, he'd have to rebuild really heavily. But Gerald, he's got the momentum. He's trying to push out a little bit. We'll see if he does commit to it or if he wants to stay home and defend.
Yeah, it's just gonna be really difficult to make anything happen with this army. Like, disruptors are great and all, but like, especially when your opponent commits this hard to Ling Bane, like the Lings, they close the gap incredibly quickly. Like, the positioning has to be amazing. You need to make sure you have a buffer to protect those disruptors. And Gerald, he's been slacking on that a little bit. Like, he's lost a lot of disruptors this game. Hasn't been really babysitting them that much, and getting spread kind of thin. Like, his bases feel so vulnerable. Like, there's barely any stacked defense at them.
Yeah. Oh, Disruptor. Hello.
Oh.
Disruptors.
They are looking to find some damage. Maybe try and find the main army. He does find it.
This is scary. Baneling speed just finished right now, so if Gerald's gonna go for it, he should have gone for it. But blink forward, blink. A little scary, but did want to get that creep to these disruptors. Connecting, they do connect, but not as bad as they should have. That one was way worse. Another disruptor shot going in, but does get over. Banelings to connect with the disruptors and some of the stalkers. The disruptors all get caught, and it's just Zerglings and Banelings against stalkers, and you know how that goes.
Exactly, this is the problem. Like, the disruptor shots were amazing, to be honest, but there are just so many Lings. Lings are beautiful against stalkers. Stalkers do not trade efficiently against them whatsoever. There are 2 Colossus on the way, but they're still on the way. They're not ready.
The probes.
They escape, and you know what? The Colossus are about to pop out. How good's the micro? Keep them alive, puppy. Keep them alive. Micro!
So alive, luckily, and the micro is pretty decent. One of the Colossus does not go down.
Just barely saved. And with these 2 Colossus, is it enough? Can Gerald hold on? It looks like he can, but not without losing his 4th. Oh god. Oh god.
It's like Solar, he's just going for it.
Yeah,
Round 2.
It looks like he has too much. One of the Colossus does go down. Only 1 Colossus remaining. God, Gerald has to be so careful keeping it alive. There's just so much Roach Ravager. He overwhelms the ground army of Gerald. Solar, he's pushing on forward. Can Solar finally do it? Can he finally break the Protoss?
Another Colossus is out though. But Biles, Banelings, probes.
God, the probes stay alive, but a Colossus goes down. There's only 1 remaining.
Damn. GG. Alright, Solar. Okay.
That was close.
Dirty. Dirty. He's just slamming his fist down. Alright. Alright, okay. It's this kind of game, like this is the kind of game we're getting.
The way that I saw that play out though, like this series so far, like this is awful for both players. You know, we have a European and we have a Korean playing on the NA server, and I just imagine like as they're microing, as they're playing, they're like just hammering their keyboard as much as possible. Like, goddamn, like lift, like get in the goddamn warp prism. Or like for Solar, he's like trying to split as best he can. Like, oh god. I know whenever I try and play on a U, it's a nightmare. It's nigh impossible, mate. Ugh.
Juggernaut.
Here we go. This is it. This is the ace match. Who do you think's gonna take it?
I really want Solar to take it.
Ooh, okay. Fair. You just want to see Solar versus Parting.
I kind of do want to see Solar versus Parting. I don't want to see a PvP Come on now.
It's true. It's true. I would love to see Solar versus Parting. It'd be amazing.
And the bottom left corner of the map on Dragon at the early. We're on our ace match. We have our blue Zurich player playing for KZ Gaming. It is Solar.
KZG. And spawning in the top right, we have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Team Exxon, currently tied up 1-1 in this best of 3. This is it. This is where it all comes down. It is Gerald.
All right. So what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? What are we seeing? We're seeing 16 hatch from Solar. Okay, pretty standard. Got gate first from Gerald.
That we do. So far, so standard. Here on Jagannatha, again, I do think this favors Solar's style that little bit more because he can be incredibly aggressive and even more so with even queen pushes due to these speed zones. So do you see the drone chipping away a little bit at that probe, but again, nothing too fancy right now. Gerald, he's just making sure he has eyes on everything going on, making sure there's no crazy fast roach warren or extra gases or anything like that.
Okay.
So
what do you think Gerald's gonna go for? He's gonna go for Stargate again. He's gonna go for Twilight Council to DTs because that worked for him in game 1.
It did. It's one of those things where we mentioned it at the beginning of the series. Geralt isn't really a Skytoss player. I think to his disadvantage. I think, you know, you to be a well-rounded player, you need to have like everything possible available to you, right? Especially as a Protoss. Like, there's so much you can do as a Protoss. We've already seen him do a couple of different things. Ooh, he's actually trying to hide his Stargate all the way back here in the main. Yo, is this the game where he goes double Stargate?
Solar is leaving. His Overlord's just going away. I don't think he saw a second pylon as well, so
he didn't.
He should be wondering what's going on.
Yeah, very good like SimCity here by Geralt, because Solar, as you said, he didn't see anything in the main base. He has no idea that this Stargate is on the way.
That Overlord barely lived.
Ooh, just barely. And we'll see what he does with this Stargate, because again, we have seen different styles pop up recently. Like, you know, we have seen like some mass feeding styles even to try and catch. You start off with Void Rays and then you go Phoenix, and like the Phoenix come in, they lift up the queens, and the Void Rays go to town. But we just see an Oracle first.
How many Oracles though? 1, 2, 3 perhaps.
Because he's hidden this, I would love it if he like banked up like at least 2 oracles, you know, and then just like zoom.
Why go for only 2 when you can get 3?
True. But he does only go across the map with 1. He does have a void around the way. And ooh, I think
they run past each other.
Yeah, he's
saw it.
Yeah. He saw it. He knows.
Well, why only get 3 when you get 4? You know.
True. You know what? That's what Nina would say.
Or so Haas would be like, get 8.
Oh god, as the Oracle does try to go in, unfortunately wasn't able to find too much damage. Did get 3 kills though, and alongside the 3 kills of the Adepts, some solid damage.
6 drones going down in total, but however the 2 Adepts did get traded out for that.
True.
So now it's on to Solar to see what kind of damage he can get. He's trying to deny that 3rd as much as he can. We saw that he can deny that 3rd pretty well with only a few amount of lings, but it looks like Gerald is more prepared, has the Adepts, has the Oracle on deck as well to start up that Pulsar beam. Solar's very tempted. He's sniffing. He's like right there. He's like, I can smell it.
He knows.
To get it. He knows.
But you know what? He can't be too distracted because Gerald, he is going for glaives behind this.
Now, how prepared will Solar be? And what kind of glaze would it be as well?
Yeah, exactly. Like when I saw the Twilight Council, I was like, oh, is he going to go into, you know, Bleak Stalker once again? But there is, you know, the Forge is missing. It is not here, so +1 will not be gotten. And with this, Gerald, he's going to be morphing in as many Adepts as he can. He's going to shade them across the map and try and catch his opponent off guard. And it could definitely work. Thankfully, Solar already has his Roach Horn, and he is already starting to pump out Roaches.
And it looks, I don't feel like this is going to be super committed. I don't see a Robo quite yet. So I don't see any of the, you know, where he's going to make a war present and send off. And it's only like 4 gates from the looks of it as well. So, but he is banking them up. He's probably going to make, you know, make one more wave, a couple more waves maybe, and then just send them all off at once.
Yeah.
Hopefully Solar catches that as quickly as possible to be prepared for it. This Void Ray still here, but Queens are like, nah, son.
Exactly. They do push it away, and that's also why it's so important that Gerald first. Oh, he was trying to clear out these Lings, but the Lings, they spot the Adepts.
They spot it. They know that it's glaive. They saw the orange, you know, fireballs coming out. So Solar trying to be prepared, getting more roaches. Speed is halfway done. So
and he's ready. He's ready to block off with the drone.
Oh, what a pro.
Look at him go. There we go. He tried to shade into the main base, but the Adepts, the shades did go over to the left-hand side, not where he wanted them necessarily to go. And Solar is 100% prepared for this.
Ooh. Nice.
And with this, like the time is gone for like the surprise attack of these Adepts. They can't really find too much damage whatsoever. There are plenty of roaches all over the place. He tries to shade in, but again, the drone is ready. Oh, or is it?
Oh, doesn't wall it, but does catch the Adepts in the natural. There's a few Adepts at the third, but they will get cleaned up by these roaches that have spawned from their eggs. And with that, Solar, his roach upgrades are done, and he's gonna push across the map, getting Ravagers on the way. Gerald, what does he have? He's got a Robo. He's getting a second Robo. Oh, Immortal is being made Chronoed as fast as he can, but he's got Sentries, Stalkers, 1 Void Ray. I don't think this is going to be enough.
Yeah, this is his entire army right now. He's waiting for an Immortal to come out. He has plenty. He knows the dire situation he's in. He's throwing down as many shield batteries as possible, but it's not going to be done in time. There's just too much here.
Get that Robo. Fuck it up.
Get it.
Get it.
Oh, the Immortal does pop out. But you know what? It's a lone Immortal. It's all alone in this world. Ah, the Biles.
Oh my god, that was worse than I thought it was going to be. Or that was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But that Immortal gets totally destroyed. GG is called Solar. What a guy.
What a guy. GG, well played. Solar takes down Gerald 2-1. Wow. Boy, and that was kind of scary for a moment there, especially in game 2. But Solar, he was able to keep cool, keep calm and collected. He does take down his opponents and moves on to face the winner of Max Packs versus Parting.
Yo, what if Parting doesn't win though? Are we in a world where Parting actually doesn't win?
Yeah, that could happen. Max Packs' PvP is pretty good.
Is it pretty Max Packs?
We're jumping in, mate. We're jumping in.